What's up, everybody? Another episode of the Joe and Joe Show. This is Joe Rotunda, assistant matchmaker for main events. Jolene Mazzone, head matchmaker for main events and former NABF matchmaker of the year. Behind the scenes, we have Anthony Haynes. He's our millennial producer. Alexis Swolivan, our creative director. Today's guest is nobody. Fuck everyone.
Connect 4.
You're red?
Yeah.
It's a bad first move.
All right. First up,
Shut up.
Clay Collard. Clay Collard for Fighter of the Year.
You're asking my opinion?
Well, people are talking about it. I'm interested. What do you got?
No. Kudos to Clay Collard.
Fuck you. I'm a huge fan.
Without a doubt. Good job. Great. Came in. Capitalized. But people are getting desperate because there's Clay Collards on sometimes a majority of undercards. You just don't see it. And reporters out there, not all of you, but some of you don't get to the fight till later and only have interest on the main event. So, you know, that's the issue. I mean, look, he had an opportunity, he capitalized on it. I give him props, but Fighter of the Year? Hell no.
All right. So,
What?
who would you give Fighter of the Year to thus far?
It's fucking July. I don't know.
If the year
The
ended.
year's not over yet.
If Trump was like, all right, we're just going to do 6 months this year.
And the
Who's
year
Fighter of
ended. Who would I give to Fighter of the Year?
Can't be UFC. It has to be boxing.
I'll give it to Shakur Stevenson.
Oh, that's a bad one. I give it to Clay Collard, man.
Well,
Can I say
you're
something?
like that West Milford underdog guy, like flannel, work boot. I get it.
He's 4-0.
Okay.
3 of those 4 wins against undefeated guys, and he was the underdog in, I believe, 3 of those 4 fights.
That's how it works.
It is what it is, man. It's a weird year, and at the pace we're going, he might end up 7-8-0 this year. Why not put him into Macon? Like, all these other guys, like Shakur, all these guys are in fights they're supposed to win anyway. Collard wasn't supposed to win those fights. I say vote for Clay.
And that's fine. I'm not voting for Clay.
Interesting.
I'm not.
Clay, you got my vote. All right. Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Fucking pump, dude.
I'm not discussing it. You could.
Really?
I have no comment on it. I think it's dumb.
Are you going to watch it?
Look, for Roy and Tyson, they want to do it, let them do it. I don't judge people. Well, I do, but I'm not judging them or anything, but I don't want to discuss it because I don't care about it.
Right.
That's just, you know, they want to make money. I think everybody should be allowed to make money. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight, whatever. Do you, but you're not going to hear an opinion from me. What do you think?
I think people are fucking weird. I think if you look
Well,
online,
that's true.
people are like Tyson's power, all this shit, and I'm like, bro, what, 15 years ago? Where was the power against Kevin McBride?
Yeah, that's
we're
true.
15 years later, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm a Tyson guy.
What
Then
is it
Roy,
even on?
I don't know, but it's $50 pay per view. They're gonna have an undercard.
Oh, it is a pay-per-view.
Yeah, $50 pay per view. It's gonna be a MMA boxing undercard. They're saying. I don't know what that means, but
Who's even doing this show?
I have no idea.
That's scary.
I got a call from a guy who wants on the undercard, though. He's 43, so he might get in. But
Well, weight is he?
heavyweight. He's 43.
Okay,
we
we need a heavyweight.
You know him, Carlos Reyes. You know him.
We need him.
He's.
Did we fight him?
He fought at one of our Mohegan ones against the guy from Philly in a cruiserweight fight. He was with.
Latham?
He was with Nazim Richardson. Rest in peace, Nazim Richardson.
Oh yeah, rest in peace. Oh,
Nice fucking guy.
yes,
too.
yes, I know who you're
He
talking
was with
about.
the Steve Cunningham crew.
Oh, I see his name and I can't think. I know exactly who you're talking about. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
Well, we need him for August.
All right, we'll call him after this show.
Okay,
but,
thanks.
All right, so yeah, I'm
You're
gonna
just
buy.
chatting with heavyweights and not making fucking offers. What did I teach
He's
you?
fucking 69 years old, man. Like,
In this day and age, Tyson and Jones
all
are
right,
fighting.
you got the fight, Carlos. All right, Tyson Roy, I'll buy. You won't. We can watch it here. I'll pay.
That's fine.
Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are in the new UFC game. A lot of fans are pissed. I think it's cool as fuck. It's cool for Fury and Joshua. That fan
And
base
they're
where-
UFC guys, like they're in each other's crotches and stuff, like the UFC.
I mean, they're probably not.
Are they boxing on the game?
Well, you could put Anthony Joshua versus Conor McGregor. Like, they probably don't have any ground game in the video game, but, like, they're in the game. They're them.
Oh, kudos to that.
Yeah, I think it's
I
awesome.
don't give a shit. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, you're a traitor. You went. Nobody pays their bills but them. Who gives a shit?
And it's good for their careers. That MMA fan base is cultish. It's good. I'm part of it. It'll only expand their base.
No, I'm not mad. People are mad at it.
Oh, yeah, people are bitching.
People, you gotta fucking relax. Relax. Get a life. Read a book. Do something.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So, DAZN signed. This is on my sheet on here. DAZN signed. Oh, maybe I did put it. A deal with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Okay.
What's your take on that? I think it's fucking cool. I think it established them as like this sole fight network, not just boxing. They're in it for all combat sports. I think it's cool. I think
I'm on the fence. I'm not mad at it, but I'm on the fence with bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
It's savage, and it's just not a fan of it. I'm not. Again, it goes back to I'm not going to stop people from making money. You want to do, but I don't know. I don't know if they have all their I's and T's crossed in that sport.
Yeah, I don't know. When it first came out, it sounded exciting. I watched a couple of them. I ordered a couple of pay-per-views, and it just didn't fucking get me. I'd rather them wear gloves.
Oh, really?
It was pretty fucking savagery. Like, I wasn't, it didn't do much for me, but good for them. Maybe they fucking amp it up. They got some big names, like Paulie Malignaggi did it. Hector Lombard.
Smith, right? Ishe Smith?
I think Ishe did it.
Yeah.
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 But good for them.
Good luck to them.
Yeah. All right. If you could have attended one fight in the history of fighting, boxing, MMA, which fight would it be?
Leonard Hearns.
Oh, fuck. That's a good one. Yeah.
What's yours?
Probably Buster Douglas beating Mike Tyson.
That's a
because that would have been
one.
nuts.
But you might have got Corona. It was in China. No, it was in Japan. Sorry.
Or Ali Foreman. That was probably a cool one. The whole rope-a-dope.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, fuck, Ali's not and all this shit. And Ali's like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
Good one. All right. Eddie Hearn. Hearn recently came out and said that he is the man to control boxing. He wants to run it like the UFC. If anyone in the sport could do it, he could do it. I like Hearn.
Oh, I like Hearn too.
Yeah.
But he needs to take a deep breath. Because he got this DAZN deal. Again, great for him. He wasn't able, and when he got the DAZN deal, what was it? He went out and said he had $17 billion or something. Remember?
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I have all this money. And his big signing was who? Jarrell Miller? And when it first happened, I'm saying.
They didn't get Mikey Garcia.
No.
Jesse Vargas.
It was Jesse Vargas.
Joshua was a package deal.
He had Joshua. Jarrell Miller.
Yeah, Dimitri Andrade.
And Dimitri. And nothing against any of those guys because they got the opportunity, but it's not that fucking easy.
Right.
You had all this, the guys who are with the PBC and Heyman, and for that fact, all the other promoters, Top Rank, Main Event, you weren't able to steal any of those people.
Right.
Like, with all your money. And look, in this business, money will buy a lot, but they weren't able to. So how is he going to fucking run boxing?
Yeah.
Answer me that.
Unless the bag got bigger. But I doubt it did. But even if the bag got bigger, a lot of these guys are under contract. Like, you're not just going to walk in and be like, yeah, I'm going to purchase that one.
Yeah, and I don't think the bag got bigger. I mean...
Right, no, yeah.
We've been in 5-6 month pandemic with no income coming in.
Right.
And just going out.
Yeah,
so,
nothing against Hearn. I don't think it can be done. I don't
think it should be done because the thing that people don't realize, what makes boxing so great and will always make it great, is the competition. You had the Don King against Bob Arum, and you had the Dan Duva against Don King. You had that, you know, if you have one guy getting up and saying Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are fighting, right? Say he has both guys.
Right.
He's going to talk nice about both guys. Like,
Right.
there's nobody there to speak to say, my guy's going to beat your guy. Like, you need that. You need that tension. You need another storyline.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you just do. And you don't need boxing to be a monopoly. That's the worst thing that could happen. I think it's starting to become a monopoly years ago, and that's why boxing has went down in recent years, in my opinion.
The closest I got to see to where it might have been the UFC like was again, you've been in longer. You got to live through the Don King. That shit must have been fun, or not. But when Heyman obviously came in and purchased all the networks, did all the time buys, had BET, ABC, CBS.
Yeah, and that's what he was trying to do, and it didn't work.
Right.
And I think the fighters made out, but I think it diminished the sport.
I don't
blame the sport this way on Heyman. I'm just saying, like, I think it just diminished it.
Why don't you think it worked? Because, like, from an uneducated standpoint, I look at it and I'm like, I don't think it worked because they just didn't make the right fights. Like, that's to me. Like, remember the first night was like Robert Guerrero and Keith Thurman or some shit, and it was like, all right, this is your coming out party.
It didn't work because you know how it is.
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, he signed everyone.
You've been with main events long enough. How easy is it to make a fight between two of our fighters?
Well, I just made one with that guy Carlos, but yeah, no, it's fucking
He's not
hard.
a fighter.
Yeah, it is. It's
you know what I'm
hard,
saying?
Man.
So it's kind of like, and how many times do you hear fighters, oh, you're giving him more fights than you're giving me, and they all compare each other.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so it makes it harder. It just does.
Right. I think now, I mean, this conversation is not about Heyman. I think now he's trying to make the right fights, but
look,
I think from what we hear, half that money's gone. It might just be too late. And I don't think anyone can actually.
Is that on the sheet?
Turn boxing into fucking UFC.
Yeah, that's on the sheet. Okay.
And it might be a good thing. Let UFC do their thing. Like, why do you want it to be like UFC?
But
you know?
Get off UFC's, for lack of a better word, dick.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay. Since you said that. Yeah, why not get along, man? Like, look at, like, Dana White's out there hyping up Eddie Hearn because they're friends now.
Right.
Like, that only helps Eddie and his shows. Like, why not? Yeah, just get along. Why talk shit?
It's two different sports. It's just, stop. Stop trying to be like the UFC. Stop UFC trying to be like, just do your own thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. All right. Bob Arum, Top Rank, came out recently and mentioned the possibility of Crawford Pacquiao.
Love it.
What?
Love it.
Yeah, me too.
Love it.
Love it.
What's there not to love?
No, I love it. I'll pay. You don't even put an undercard.
Love it. I love it. I think that's the best fight for Crawford.
Right. Because they're not going to give him the Porters, the Garcias, the Spences, what's better than Manny? Manny just wiped out fucking Thurman anyway.
Yeah. No, I love it. I think that's a great fight for Crawford. And I think it's fights that used to happen because it's a torch passing. That's what you need. If Crawford could beat Manny,
that's it.
Which I think he can. It's a torch passing, which is great.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And if he doesn't, well, then you got Manny It's not what you have left is not the worst thing. You can make a lot of great fights. It's a win-win.
Who wins that fight?
Crawford.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Not even a thought?
Mm-mm.
Why?
I'm a believer that
waitress.
That's the last White Claw.
The slicker boxer is always going to beat the brawler.
There's another claw in there, by the way.
He didn't look.
No, there's a Corona seltzer, but not White Claw.
Oh, I'll take that.
Do you want it right now?
Yeah, get it, please.
Any other
Sorry
requests?
to disturb you.
God, I'm taking Manny.
Of course, you're picking with your heart.
Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, fuck that.
You love Manny.
I do love Manny. I actually don't think he gets the respect he deserves. I think people.
Oh, I agree.
And from the professionals in the sport, like your Paulie Malignaggi's and your fans, like I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. Like The guy's done everything, and he's still doing everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He beat Broner's ass, beat Thurman. He's a stud. So I got Manny.
All right.
Next on the agenda, I like this. Nevada Athletic Commission.
Mm-hmm.
The Nevada State Athletic Commission announced that they will not be revealing fighter purse amounts anymore.
What do I think?
What do you think? Because people are mad.
Agree 100%.
Oh, fuck yeah. Really? I thought we were going to battle.
110%. Because does Kathy reveal our salary?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I thought we were going to fight. I bought a fly swatter down. I was going to start hitting you.
No, you ain't going to do shit to me. No.
Yeah, I agree, man.
No, I think that's the most absurd thing to release fighters' purses.
Yeah, because it's none of your fucking business.
I mean, it helps us sometimes, like with making fights, because it just kind of, but I just...
And from what I read, it helps fighters, like as far as leveraging for fucking negotiations.
Oh, it kills with us, because they're like,
Yeah.
so-and-so got $5 million, and it's like...
But I just think it's like, it's nobody's fucking business.
Not at all. Not at all.
I love that they're doing that.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Felix Verdejo came back recently with Top Rank. First round TKO over Will Madera. People went crazy saying he's back, which is what they always do. They get excited. They're like a bunch of virgins and shit.
Yeah.
What's your take? Will Madera was undefeated going into the fight. It is what it is. Nice. Good fight on paper going in.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
Alright, sounds
But
good. I did.
it was a first round knockout, right?
Yeah.
That tells you nothing, people. Fucking nothing.
Oh, damn, shots fired.
To say he's back, I don't know. He doesn't know. That's the biggest problem. Forget what everybody else says. Verdejo doesn't know if he's back. That's
Right.
the biggest problem. Because he had one round and had no time to even test his confidence and all that shit.
Right.
He doesn't. So there's mine.
I
what
agree.
do you think?
No, I going into
I
the...
seen your tweet though. You're like, yeah, Verdejo's
I
back.
did fucking not.
You did too. Let me pull it
No,
up.
I did not.
Look, at J Rotunda, right? Is that your thing?
I did not tweet that. I'm still on MySpace. I did not tweet that.
Here it is. Verdejo is back. I told you all.
There you go.
I like the fight going in. Madera has no pop. I didn't see any other outcome from that fight other than being a stoppage for Verdejo. I'm happy for the kid. Good for him.
Yeah, definitely.
But chill.
Everybody should chill.
He's not
Well, you
back.
gotta give people like a pass because everybody's getting fucking nutty with this pandemic.
Yeah, they just need something to celebrate.
Yeah.
There's not much to celebrate.
They need like a friend or something, you know?
Right. All right, good for Felix. All right, discussion broke out on social media about Paulie Malignaggi. Should he be in the Hall of Fame?
Right now?
Well, I think he's done. Yeah.
As what? A boxer or a commentator?
He's a pretty good commentator.
He's a very good
He's very good.
commentator.
The way his description of what's going on during a fight, his breakdown, he is good. But as a fighter, I think he loses points for his years of harassment to McGregor. But okay, keep going. He does. It was a lot.
I'm gonna say right now, without doing full homework. I mean, I know who Paulie fought and everything, but I really have to look and see, and I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah, that was my first thing too.
And it's nothing against him.
Yeah, no.
It's just, I don't know.
You know, every time he stepped up for the big fight, it was Ricky Hatton, Amir Khan, Cotto. He fought Cotto. He came up short. And widely short. And I think that weighs a lot. Like, he couldn't win the big one. He beat Juan Diaz the second time they fought. I don't know what Juan had left at that point. Again, I'd have to look, like you said. But
yeah, I'd have to look and see. It's just, you're right. With the big fights, he came up short. But he took them. But there's a lot of guys then that you could argue should be in.
Right. And,
you know?
Yeah. But what I like about Paulie, though, is that he was a professional. He was. He always showed up. Always
absolutely.
Put all of his efforts in. Like, he always showed up. He was a true pro. My first thing was no, but then I was like, God, they fucking let anyone in the fucking Hall of Fame, I feel like.
Well, they let Sylvester Stallone in.
He's in?
Yeah.
He beat
That bothers me.
Yeah, he beat Drago.
That bothers me. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, man. Like, let him in.
Then, you know what? I take it back.
Yeah, let him
Paulie
in.
should fucking be in.
Yeah, twice.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I just thought of it.
Yeah.
They let Sylvester Stallone in.
Yeah.
Who act boxed.
Yeah, exactly.
Paulie for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, fuck yeah. All right, Showtime Boxing released their schedule last week. It was big. A lot of fights.
I love it.
Do you?
I
What?
love what they put out. I think they came out with a fucking
They came out
bang.
strong. They
They
did.
came out fucking strong.
It's almost like they sat back and watched Top Rank be the first ones back, and they were going to get credit for that regardless. And the fights were a little lackluster, and that's not on Top Rank. That's on that's on the fighters, in my opinion, and that's on the media too.
And
Not
it's
telling
also-
the stories going into the fights. Like they could have did more, but then Showtime was like, "All right, that's funny. Hold my beer," and boom.
And they're doing it pay-per-view, though.
All right, we're gonna get to that. I like it. I like the Sergey Lipinets fight. He's in a good one. This weekend, Stephen Fulton and Angelo Lee. That's a good fight. Jermell Charlo, Sergey Derevchenko, pay-per-view. Jesus fucking Christ. Who wins that fight?
But you know what?
I'm getting fucking pumped, dude.
You know what the thing is Charlo, Devinchenko, Charlo, Rosario, Davis, Santa Cruz. I'm going to buy those pay-per-views before I buy probably some of the big fights. As long as Showtime, listen to me.
Yeah, I'm not watching.
They're reasonable. They got, like, I don't know what the price tag is going to be.
Right.
But maybe if it's like $40 or whatever, you get people together and,
Right.
I want to see all three of those fights.
What three? You're talking about the Davis,
Charlo,
Leo,
Devinchenko, Charlo, Rosario, and Davis and Cruz.
Santa Cruz. All right. Me too. I agree with you.
Right?
Charlo, Derevchenko, in your opinion, how does that fight go?
Charlo.
Ooh, solid. Going Derevchenko.
Really?
I think he's going to be too much. He's constant come forward. Charlo's never faced someone at that level of Derevchenko. He just hasn't. I think I like 60-pound Charlo. I don't know if it's Jamal. I know his weight.
All L, yeah.
I like 60-pound Charlo. I think he's a pure talent. He's fucking good. But Derevchenko's been in there. He's super fucking durable. He probably won that fight against Triple G if you ask Lou DiBella. I got Derevchenko. I think he does it. Finally. I think he does it on points.
I don't think so.
All right. Oh, is it my turn? No, it's your turn.
I don't think so, because I think Charlo is just...
He should. Charlo should win. But, nah, man. I think he's in with a different animal. I think Derevchenko does it.
All right. Good.
Jermell Charlo, Rosario. Remember, Rosario just murked fucking J-Rock.
I'm going to go with Rosario on that one.
Me too. He's going to be too much.
I think
I
it's
think
going to
so,
be
too.
too much, and he's going to get clipped. I don't know if Devinchenko has the power for all.
Derevchenko. You mean Charlo?
The other all, Jamal,
Oh, okay.
I don't think he has the power to stop him. I think Rosario has the power to stop the other Charlo.
Right. Okay.
So.
Yeah, I have Rosario.
Good.
Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz.
Davis. Not even a thought.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Right?
Yeah, no. It's Davis. Just be in shape, man. Be in shape. Get ready to go the distance just in case Cruz carries you that way. But you should be able to stop him.
Yeah. The great thing about those three fights, like from an insider and people who really follow the sport, is you have three train wrecks in fights. The Charlos and Davis.
Yeah.
So anything could happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not the guys that are, like, anything could happen with the drama. And so it makes it that much better.
So, Showtime announced Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz pay-per-view a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
A week later, UFC came out and was like, oh, that's cute. We're going to do Khabib same night pay-per-view. How does that work out? You're boxing, you're going to order Davis. It's Khabib, Gaethje. Fuck.
The problem is it's Khabib.
Khabib, that's the problem.
Can you go?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think that the schedule is open. You just move it.
Yeah.
If you're Showtime, you just move it. It's not like anything to
Oh,
be
you think they move it?
They should.
Will Showtime do what DAZN did and be like, look, Canelo, Kovalev, did you guys bring pillows? All right,
No.
lay down on your couch.
I don't think Showtime will do that.
I don't think so either. I think
I don't think
Espinosa's too prideful, and rightfully so. I wouldn't do
And
that either.
they're producers, and they wouldn't do that. No, they wouldn't do that. They get ripped.
Right. I agree. I hope they don't do that.
No, I don't think they will.
So, all right.
I win. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you fuck. I suck at this fucking game.
I see that.
All right. Virgil Ortiz came back kind of with a bang last week on DAZN's comeback.
I didn't say it.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is a
I was on
boxing
vacation.
podcast.
I was on vacation.
So was I. I went to the Wild Wood.
You went for a weekend. I was gone for the week.
Jesus Christ. All right. Virgil Ortiz won.
Okay, great.
And he looked good doing it. He did.
What round?
I think the 7th. It probably could have been stopped earlier.
So we got some rounds.
Yeah, it could have been stopped earlier. Vargas was tough, but he was just fucking taking a beating. Shane Mosley Jr. was on the card.
Yeah, I know that.
People were upset with his performance.
Why?
Because people have to get upset. Because they get fucking weird.
Why? Because he was like boxing and not like taking the head off?
Yeah, and some people thought that maybe he gave some of the rounds away. And
look who won.
Fucking motherfucker. I told you I
there.
suck at this fucking game.
Wow.
He's not even that good.
Nah, I suck.
Thanks, Anthony.
All right,
Thanks for the clap.
now we're gonna
Anthony's playing poker on his iPad. He's playing fucking this fucking dirty gambler.
That's our producer.
That's our
That's me,
producer.
dirty
He's
gambler.
just playing poker.
No, he looked good. Good for him. People are talking about him versus Thurman next, or him versus one of those big boys, but
Ortiz?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
him versus Danny Garcia.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of like, just chill.
That ain't happening.
Yeah,
Stop.
Never
Stop.
happening.
Stop.
All right. Also on that card, Sinese
I seen this.
Estrada had a 7-second TKO over Miranda Atkins. People to this day, it's only been a week, but people are going fucking crazy saying that they should, people should have to face their consequences for making that fight. And Miranda Atkins went in 5-0. Okay?
Against
Sinese Estrada, who was maybe
17 and 0?
17-0? I have a take on this. What's your take? Oh,
No,
you want
what
me
are
to go first?
yours?
Here's my thing with that.
Okay.
And I talked to my buddy, Mr. Healy, about this.
Okay.
He disagrees. I think the whole world disagrees. Women's professional boxing, whether it's that division or another division, these divisions are so shallow. The talent pool is not anything near of the men's pool.
Correct.
There's only so many women you can choose from. So if this woman is 5-0, and from what I read today, apparently half of those opponents she fought were strippers. I don't know if that's real. Whatever. Even if they
were pro debut.
Pro
people.
debuts.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, she's 5-0, and she's a professional women's fighter, and she is in those shallow rankings.
Mhm.
So if she's next in line, man, she's next in line.
Not against a 17 and 0 girl. Wasn't she a former Olympian or something?
I don't know who, Estrada?
Yeah. Or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she was. She can fight. She's not bad at all. But, like, what are you supposed to
17
do,
and
man? Like,
Okay,
just
but
skip the line and be like, I don't think she's ready. Let's go to the person that's
how
7-2.
many
Like,
times,
I don't-
Joe, how many times have we found opponents that are literally a joke? And we look at them and we try to convince ourselves, oh yeah, no, we and then we look at each other and say, we can't fucking do
Yeah,
that.
I know.
How many times?
But
all the time.
But there's so many fighters in the men's divisions. In the women's division, it's like if you're gonna go 5-0, at some point we have to find out
so
if you can really fight.
because there's not a lot of people in the people's lives should be put on the line. No,
What are you supposed to do, man?
then she
Estrada-
doesn't fight. You don't just say, oh, there's not like heavyweights. There's not a lot of heavyweights.
There's
So let me get Byron Polly because he's available.
what a stud, bro.
No, you can't.
I just think that if there's no other fighters left, and
Glenn,
she's,
you're wrong too.
if she's next in line,
She's not
No,
next in
Glenn's
line.
on your side.
She's not
Like,
next in line. She's 5-0.
But you get my point. Like, if you
No!
sign up for this and you're a professional and you're sitting in those rankings and you get the call, this is your opportunity to
No,
show whether you
if-
can fight or
if
you
the-
can't. And she got the call, and she
if the girl
unfortunately can't
was
fight.
a 10-0 or a 12-0 and she fought all pro debuts coming up, at least she still has 7 more fights under her. She had 5 fights under her. 5. Like, you can't even... And I get it. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. There's nobody else. This is all we have. Da, da, da. I get that, but we've been in that situation too.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. And the commission is like, no, we're not approving it. And at some point, we just got to be like, okay. Like, we tried.
Right.
Joe, you already lost.
I know, but he wants to continue to play.
Well, we're going to do a second round.
Because he thinks, like, I'm an asshole. I'm going to put one right here. And then he's going to win right here. Like...
So you agree with me?
No, not at all.
So if there's no one else available, no one else left in these professional rankings, then Estrada should just have to sit out because this girl isn't good enough, but she's allowed to sit in the pro rankings?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
She was in the pro rankings?
Well,
What was
if
she
you
ranked?
rank- no,
Now
if
you're
you-
lying. She wasn't ranked. Don't look at your phone because you're getting nervous.
Oh, I
She
have
wasn't
kids.
ranked.
Well, there's a ranking, and that box rank ranks every fighter, and maybe they went down the list and they couldn't find the next one up. They weren't available, and travel restrictions because of COVID. So, fucking Miranda Atkins is up. Do you want to fight? Yeah, I want the opportunity. Show I can fight. Boom, knocked
Joe,
out.
your matchmaking license is about to get revoked.
I'm just saying that they shouldn't go so hard on Andy Foster and Golden Boy. I think that
Look,
we
I
found
don't.
out
The thing is I agree. They shouldn't go so hard on them. Shit happens. People make mistakes. We're all human. We all fuck up. Desperate times call for desperate measures. But, you know, when you look back, it's like, fuck, we shouldn't have. And I get it.
Yeah. Now that it happened, you look back, you shouldn't have. But at the time, fuck it, man. Maybe they do a rematch.
You're an asshole. I'm looking up the ranking right now. Because
Well, Boxer was probably like, God damn it, get her the fuck out of here. Just delete her whole account.
where do you see the ranking?
She's ranked 54 to 148.
Okay.
So you're not into it?
No.
We should sign her and just build her up, man.
That was a good try, Joe.
Alright, so that's it.
That's it.
Alright. That is it.
We got
Thank
nothing
you.
else. How long was that, Ant?
Almost 30 minutes.
33 minutes.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.
Later,
Wear your mask, stupid.
dumbasses.